I just had a call from across the street that there was a bee swarming in front of a house, and they were about 25 feet up in a tree. And as I got there, they disbanded and took off and headed for my house. And so it's only a couple hundred feet away. I drove over here and I came upstairs. I've had this smaller bait hive here since the beginning of March, and it had a little activity yesterday. Now this is interesting. Look, the bees from the big hive next to it are crawling over to the bait hive as the swarm comes flying in. So somebody explain this to me. Is this a swarm that left this hive and is now coming back, and the sisters are rejoining it? Or are they protecting this bait hive from the incoming swarm? Now I'm going to pull up a chair here and sit and watch it come in, but this big hive is none too friendly, and when I've sat here in the past, they've harassed me, and I got maliciously stung at another site this morning for no reason. So look at this, dozens of bees are pouring out of the hive, the neighboring hive, to the bait box that the incoming swarm is going into. Here they come, they're rounding the corner of the beech tree. Who can spot the incoming queen? Now, I would say it's even hundreds of bees running over from the big neighbor hive. Now, I could interfere with Mother Nature and drag this bait hive further away. Maybe this is just a greeting party, a welcome, neighbor welcoming convoy. I'm going to close the screen door here so I don't get too many bees in the bedroom. Now, the last few videos I've taken ended up sideways or upright or something. So it'll be interesting to see, now that I've turned my phone sideways, if I've turned it the right direction or not. And then there's always the issue of, when does a video become boring? We're into it 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay, the entourage leaving the big hive over to the bait hive has increased. The incoming swarm looks like it's kind of stalled over there in front of the bathroom window. Okay, now I just got stung above the nose, so that might be the beginning of the end of the video, because somebody's objecting to my voyeurism. I'll sit here for another minute or for another sting. Now, I got stung in the eyelid a couple of weeks ago by a bait swarm that wouldn't fit in a 4-frame deep jumbo box, and I went early the next morning to transfer it into an 8-frame box, and they were quite nasty and stung me. Oh, here's another one bouncing off of me. Okay, you know, I'm going to take the message here and move inside. Sorry about that interruption. Still quite a big conflux of bees from the big hive over to the bait hive. Now, I was going to bring a box up here, but that saves me having to carry it upstairs here, getting my poor wife to have to carry it upstairs, or poor Desmond, and have this bait hive move in's a lot easier. We have quite a cluster over there on the an overhanging beech branch. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. All over that post too. This was a pretty good sized swarm. I saw it hanging in a Chinese evergreen elm across the street. I would say it could be a 4-pounder, because it was a bigger than a football, hanging quite long. Maybe 2 small footballs or 2 cantaloupes. And that's a lot of them coming down here too through the tree now. They're not only rounding the corner, they're coming up from down below. This is looking in the backyard here. So they came from the left. They came around this birch tree, and from across the street. This is the backyard of my house. And then they had to come around this purple beech. And most of them are rounding the corner here, but we've got some just coming up from down below here too. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be a lot more exciting activity to video unless there's fighting between these 2 hives and killing, which there is some. This looks like a little fighting right down there in the middle. And this hive on the left is from a batch of 10 bee weaver queens last July 9th. This is something like June 9th today. So that's 11 months ago. And it is a vicious hive. It stung me when I brought it up here. Its box leaked and I bounced it a little bit coming up the stairs. They stung the crap out of me then. They stung the crap out of me when I supered them twice. And I wouldn't be surprised, having seen all these running over there, that, you know, bee weaver queens are reputed to have a little bit of African bee influence, and African bees are reputed to take over hives. Wow, now one's coming in the bedroom to sting me. It's getting bad here. Where did it go? So there could be some kind of defensive behavior because of the African blood in these bees. You go outside. That caught. Ooh! Stung me on the back of the head. That'll teach me to be bald. I didn't know they were so mean when I brought them up here, or I wouldn't have put them right outside my bedroom door. So now I've got a sting on the back of the head, a sting above the nose. Maybe I'll close the screen. I think we've got some there. This queen excluder might have a slot cut on the back of it that's under this telescoping cover. That might be what those bees are. They might be going in that slot hole in the back. Anyway, I think we've gotten boring enough here. This was a lot easier than catching that swarm 15-20 feet up in the tree across the street. It's always nice when they just come flying in. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.